What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the recording. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. If you are, please allow me to maybe earn your subscription today by clicking that red subscribe button down below the video. If you're like me and like millions of people around the globe, you don't care one iota about Harry or Meghan Markle. Literally, nobody cares about these people except mainstream media. Mainstream media keeps telling me I'm supposed to care about these losers. They've done nothing with their lives. They were born literal silver spoon in their mouth. What do you mean? Like if these articles were written about, look how they talk about people who are rich, who were born rich in America. They don't worship them generally. But for these two do nothings, just turned it into this insane media empire where they're constantly playing the victims, even though they're desperate for the public eye. Every single day, I see an article about these clowns that I wish I could unsee. I've filtered the word from my Twitter feed because I'm so sick of seeing about these losers. I don't give one dang about what these people do literally ever, but it seems like the mainstream media absolutely does and is obsessed with it. And outlets like Spotify gave this airhead Meghan Markle like $20 million for a podcast that she made like 2 episodes for. What on earth what is even happening in this world? But now it seems that South Park has finally spoken up for the little guy, little person, and done what I so desperately wanted literally anybody to do. It seems like these people are like criticism against these idiots is completely verboten. I nobody, it's like, oh, you can't talk bad about them. They're royalty or whatever. I don't care. You're in America. No one cares about that here. But this weird royalty obsession thing is something that I've had that we keep getting crammed down our throats. But now South Park, thankfully, has taken them down a peg, and of course, they're butthurt about it. By the way, if you are in the market or considering trying some delicious coffee, tea, organic tea, or cocoa, my company is Coffee Brand Coffee. We roast coffee on demand and have over 15 different choices. Our dark roasts are extremely popular. Our Ethiopian's very popular. Our blueberry cobbler, we just rolled out hazelnut churro. We even have a decaf, French toast maple pecan. We have cold brew bags, K cups, double caffeinated, and so much more. Promo code the quartering at Coffee Brand Coffee would be absolutely clutch. If you're even considering in the market, feel free to check out the reviews. We've got nearly 3,200 of them verified customers leaving reviews, and we average close to, well, 4.9 stars. So I believe in my product, and I would love for you to give us a try. Are Harry and Meghan planning to sue makers of South Park? Royal commentators claim lawyers for the Duke and Duchess are casting an eye over the animated sitcom after it savaged them in the worldwide privacy tour episode. I absolutely hope they do because it would be so on brand for these clowns. Harry and Meghan's lawyers are casting an eye. The satirical series ridiculed the couple's demands for privacy while on a publicity blitz for the Duke's autobiography, Spare, which who cares? I don't know who bought this book. Who bought this book? You could have bought a philosophy book. You could have bought a comic book. You could have bought a coffee table book that turns into a coffee. Oh, wait, that's from Seinfeld. Literally any other book on the planet. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you could have bought. Who bought this book? Anyway, and their Netflix series, again, who cares? In a brutal episode last week, now it's been suggested that the broadcast may have legal ramifications with their lawyers. Royal commentator, imagine that's your job. Yikes. Told Fox News the representatives for the pair are now watching the series closely for any more attacks. He said, according to sources close to the ex-royals, it appears like many things with Meghan and Harry, this may have legal ramifications attached. Good. I hope South Park. And honestly, if you know anything about like the South Park guys, I hope that they do sue them because that just means we're going to get more and more episodes dunking on these idiots. Mr. Sean added that the makers of South Park have as yet received no legal correspondence, last week's episode depicted the Prince and Princess of Canada, a young royal couple who loudly beg for privacy while drawing attention to themselves. The red-headed prince and his wife, who wears the exact same dusty pink outfit that Meghan donned for Trooping the Color in 2018, was seen promoting the prince's book, Wag, the cover of which strongly resembles Harry's memoir, Spare. The episode is filled with swipes at the Sussexes, with the main character Stan branding their cartoon equivalents the dumb prince and his stupid wife. Love it. Perfectly agree. While Kyle complains about the private jet parked outside their home. The show opens up with Kyle's younger brother, Ike, adopted from Canada, inconsolable at the news of the Queen of Canada, who resembles the late Queen Elizabeth, passing. The Prince and Princess of Canada are seen at a large state funeral where they are booed by the rest of the royal family, accused of bashing the Canadian monarchy. Against the backlash, the couple appear on breakfast television to demand their privacy. That's the best part about it. That's the best part. Waiting on the set of Good Morning Canada with a book to promote, the prince holds aloft a placard reading, "We want privacy," while the princess's banner reads, "Stop looking at us." The host asks in reporting on the royal family for his new book, Wang. He has now become a journalist himself, despite hating them. "We just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard." Yeah, right. The couple are challenged by the host, who questions how sincerely they want privacy, and the royals storm off the set. The couples board their private jet and embark on a worldwide We Want Privacy tour, complete with dancing rainbows and a catching theme tune. They visit France and India, where they chant their pro-privacy slogans to bemuse the locals, and even a field of kangaroos during a pit stop in Australia. Shout out Sydney Watson. Eventually, they settle in the quiet town of South Park, Colorado. If we moved here, people would think we're really serious about wanting to be normal. The royals clash with locals arriving with a drum kit demanding privacy from neighbors. Cal wakes up one morning and finds the house has been covered with magazines featuring the princess. They include a cover strongly resembling that of the Cut magazine after it ran a cover interview of Meghan last summer. While Kyle confronts the royals, the princess yells, "He victimized me!" The prince springs to his wife's defense. "This is an outrage," he cries. "We'll see how he deals with my blue ween." It appears to refer, of course, to the frostbite case. I mean, the idea that these clowns would sue Megyn Kelly on Prince Harry and Meghan when South Park turns on you, there's no recovering. Oh, yeah, boo-hoo. They could just get their $20 million a year from Spotify for doing, 3 shows or something like that. This says satire, mocking, and ridicule are time-honored traditions for public figures, but the next level is South Park take on your foibles. As pundit Megyn Kelly noted in her podcast last week, when South Park turns on you, there's no recovering. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were ridiculed in the show's latest episode, the Worldwide Privacy Tour. I feel like this is a pronouncement that they've jumped the shark. They are not beloved, and their hopes of running for president, report hopes, are all but dashed. Dude, if this broad, they think they want to run for, what? Run for president? We truly live in a clown world. We truly do. That's not happening. When South Park turns on you, there's no recovering. In the episode, of course, who are not identified. I mean, if you read, I guarantee I read the comments, and it's like, I don't really understand why anyone would, like, LOL. People should just leave Meghan and Harry alone, hater. I want to be left alone. I don't want to see any more articles about these losers. I don't want to see them on my TV screen. I don't want to see them on Twitter. They are losers. They've done nothing with their lives. Their fans have nothing going on with their lives. Their fans, if you're like worried about what in the heck dress this woman wore, get your priorities straight. I don't even understand how these people are a thing. And now the UK is like sneakily dumped them off on us, and they won't take them back. We already took James Corden. What else do you want? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like on it. And if you haven't yet, subscribe down below. And before the end of the day, if you get a chance, please do check out my coffee company. I would absolutely love if you went to coffeebrandcoffee.com and checked out either our coffee. If you're maybe not into coffee, we have tea, we have cocoa, or maybe you know someone who does. Check out the reviews and promo code TheQuartering to save.